Blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, thus is your brother Dan Moses, or say your Sakodie of TRC Ghana, coming your way with special exposés, testimony, new world disorder, and what to do. But before we begin, I say to you, Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome. Inganjoni, Benvindo, you are welcome. Kuso, the world to San Senor Okukulaba, Mauya, Mengalaba, Poye, Malamo, Karibu, Ekabo, no, oh, Sanu, de Zua, Enquang de Hena, Mitash, Duburo, Pezalovat, Bine Avinit, Barigalos, Vita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, Velkomen, Estan, Hozut, Walang, Anumang, bienvenido, Namaste, Swagitam, Kush. Amadid Baruch Haba Marhaba Huang Yong Haminida Huang Ying Nyejeko Anyamime Nyejeko We Zolo Novio Nia Wezo Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder and Akwaba to what to do. Humanity and the nations of the world. What to do is we should always never forget the actual brains behind whichever plight that the United Nations is facing as an institution. We should never forget the actual brains behind what Europe is facing, Asia is facing, Australia is facing. You should never forget the actual brains behind your suffering. Sometimes we can be deluded by what we see immediately, but the actual source of our woe, we lose sight of it. So long as we lose sight of the root cause of our suffering, our woes, the perpetrators continue to damage us the more, because our attention has been drifted from what is killing us, from what is destroying us, from what is tearing us down. So we must always not lose sight of our killers, the root cause of our way, and we must address it from the very root. We'll go into the scriptures and find that out. Yes, I know Ghana. Ghana is a nation that they talk so much. They are listening society. So they hear a lot. There is so much that is spoken. We don't read that much. Yeah. It's not a thing that is with Ghana, as I say. They said that if you want to hide something from the black man, put it in writing. That is the unfortunate side of me and my people. We've got to read. Now, so Ghana is hearing so much. They are hearing that the wife of Jerry John, the wife, everybody is the wife. But what you need to know is that, yes, you are hearing that something transpired which should which is a cause for concern. But what you need to know is, yes, the government of Nana Addo Akufo Addo, John Donald Trump and his administration, His Excellency Netanyahu, they have way more than what it takes to set the wife of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings up, and they did. Ghana, in this program, Testimony New World Disorder, we say it as it is, and there are some things we hear here. We hear from here. We don't get to hear them anywhere. That is the grace God has given to us. and the utterance, a window of opportunity that God has given to us. Those that envy what God by his grace make us able to say, and they come at us, fight us, seek to destroy us, seek to kill us for what God has given to us, the grace that what we are able to say and expose. They should wait until God gives us our bonds, and then they will know that it is just by grace. Humanity and the nation. According to them, program Testimony New World is that what we must understand is whatever you are hearing regarding the wife of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, what you need to hear is that Nana Addo Akufo Addo and his administration, they set her up. This is not the first time that such a setup has been effected in our nation. Nana Addo Akufo, before he became the president, was put on the throne of Ghana during the days of His Excellency His Excellency John Evans Fifi Atam, whom he and his terror network troubled and killed. Nana Addo Akufo Addo and the terror network, together with Forces Americana, they were setting my own family members up to get me killed, so that their hidden faces, the face of Nana Addo would be hidden. They say that it is his brother of the same father and mother that we bought his mind to get him killed. You understand? So it is his brother, Kwasi Asem. They say that it is the wife of Jerry John, Kwasi Asem. No matter what they think, their smartness does not make the killing of Jerry John Rawlings justifiable. Hatred, vindictiveness, vengeance, which is ingrained in the hearts and minds of some of our people, is what is resulting in that. Today you mentioned of people from Volta region of Ghana. Ghana, we say it as it is. And then what you hear is, I before, I'm gonna for, you understand? They are demeaned. Talk about a northerner in Ghana. They are also Ghanaians. And what you hear from your fellow Ghanaians in tough war, you understand? They are demeaned. They are disregarded. I am a Christian. Christ is my Lord. And I know the injustices that the state itself perpetrates against Muslims of my land. I am a Christian and I know it is wrong. Talk about people from the Brown Ahafo region. You mention them, and what comes to the mind of some Ghanaians? Abunufo Nkwasiafo. You understand? The fools of Ghana. You understand? That is the ill side of my nation, which is not seen. What you see always, super hypocritically, is that we are very hospitable. Yes, we receive foreigners as our own and we kill our own. You understand? This is ours. But we believe in who we are. That our killers would come to believe that it is time for them to believe in their own land and in their own people. Welcome to the program Testimony New World Disorder. The source must be identified. The source is Nana Addo Akufo Addo. The source is the administration of John Donald Trump. The source is the administration of Donald Trump. We should spare the wife of her pain. No matter what the situation is, it was her husband. She was set up. Just like my brother Samuel Sakori was set up. And he set my uncle up. Set my family members up. And today, they have gotten my uncle killed. And it is the same family of my uncle that the Addo Akufo Addo has used intelligent technology to play them. And God has raised a lion of the tribe of Judah in the family. He's warning Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He's warning the IGP. He's warning all of them. Stay away from them. Otherwise, you have bitten more than you can chew. The God of heaven will trouble you more than you can imagine. This is the scepter. The replica is with the family. According to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. What to do? We should not forget that what to do is we should always remember the source of the problem and address it from the source. Otherwise, the problem remains. John is what we are reading from. We are going to read about the killing of Jesus. Every time, what some preachers want you to believe and to know, that Judas betrayed Jesus. The Jews killed Jesus. They want to hammer it over and over again. There is something that you also need to know. That there were the diplomatic minds, political minds, and religious minds that were colluding to kill my Lord. We should not forget about the Judas. Of your nation, of your church, of that community of yours. We should not forget about them. Also, we should also not forget about the very powerful forces that are able to infiltrate the church, to turn church members against their own fellow church members and get the innocent of the church killed. His Excellency, not Excellency, Reverend Dr. David Nabema, what is happening in Ghana is that hidden forces of Ghana are colluding with foreign forces. They can infiltrate your family, take over the mind of a wife, the mind of a husband, the mind of a child, your own brothers and sisters, and use them to kill you. Afterwards, the same technology intelligence that they used to play you, they come back and say, we are using it to protect you. We are investigating. The same killers, they are doing that to you. You understand? This is the evil that has come upon the world. Killing the innocent for a global game. They can enter the church. They did it to the Assemblies of God church. They played them. Afterwards, before the killing, the state machinery was involved. The police force, the CID, they were all involved, seeking one African to kill, and they killed my pastor. They turned around to take over the church, play the church that we are protecting, we are investigating. This is evil. Those faces are never seen. All they see is the nephew of Reverend Dr. David Nabemado, whom they bought to come and kill him, politically and contractually. They bought to come and kill him. What about the face of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which you don't see? What about the faces versus Americana, which you don't see? What about the faces which played the wife of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, and want to put the loss of the life of the Jerry John on the wife? You understand? What about those faces? We need to know them. What about the faces that played set my family members? Ghana, it is one Ghanaian that they sought to kill that has brought the whole world into a standstill. This should tell the world that there are we as Christians, as Muslims, as Judaists. Listen, it is not every one of us that can be killed without consequence. When my Lord Jesus was killed, the sun stopped from shining, graves popped open, dead bodies came alive to walk in the streets. Next time, political minds, religious minds, diplomatic minds of Ghana and America decide that you will come and kill my Daniel. Daniel never dies because the God of Daniel lives. Now, you know what to do. The roots, the hidden faces, we must always not lose sight of. I'm reading from John 18:24. Let's see how they played the game to get my Jesus killed. And all we hear is Judas. All is here is the Jews killed Jesus. Let's go on. Let's read. Now Annas had sent Jesus bound unto Caiaphas, the high priest. And Simon Peter stood and warmed himself. And Simon Peter stood and warmed himself. They said therefore unto him, Art not thou also one of his disciples? He denied it and said, I am not. One of the servants of the high priest, being his kinsman, whose ears Peter cut off. Let's read it. Whose ear Peter cut off, said, Did not I see thee in the garden with him? This person that was putting Peter in trouble and said, hey, you are denying Jesus, but I saw you, and I saw you in the garden with Jesus. His name was Marcus, a very coward man, just like Nana Akufo Addo, just like the coward secret killers that kill and have no conscience to or courage to admit to the evil that they do. His name was Marcus. Marcus was the one whose ear Peter took a sword and cut off when they were coming to kill his Jesus. What Marcus should have said is, Peter, I saw you in the garden. You took the knife and cut off my ear, and Jesus picked my ears and put it back. Peter, you did that. You cut off my ears. But Marcus was a coward man. Just like Ban Ki-moon, I've said it. Marcus was a coward man. Just like some politicians that I know. He was afraid that if he says that, Peter, I saw you, you cut off my ear, and Jesus put it back. He was afraid that probably Peter had a sword on him and would cut off his ears one more time. And that time, maybe Jesus will not put it back. So he was afraid. Didn't I see you in the garden? Tell all that you saw. Why are you not telling the people that he cut off your ear and Jesus put it back? Why are you not telling? Why don't you want us to know that there are some hidden forces, hidden factors that you also need to know about? Let's continue. I hope you are getting. We are getting there. Let's go. We'll get there. This is just by the way. Peter then denied again, and immediately the cock crew. Then led they Jesus from Caiaphas unto the hall of judgment, and it was early, and they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they should be defiled, but that they might eat the Passover. They are killing a human being and they don't want to be defiled. What about the killing? You have defiled yourself with the killing. Let's go. Whether you are a judge of the Supreme Court that is covering up crimes and have given your national throne over to secret killers or not, just because you want to cover up the killing of an African, that your money starts coming in from America when you have repatriated, secretly extradited the Ghanaian back to America, so they kill him, so your money begins to come in. You are a judge, God is watching you closely. You are a parliamentarian, God is watching you closely. You are a minister, God is watching you closely. You are a president, God is watching you closely. Come and kill me. We will continue. Somebody saying, oh, beautiful, brave. It is the gift of God. I continue. Pilate then went out unto them and said, what accusation bring ye against this man? Against the African. against Jerry John Rawlings. What accusation do you bring against Jerry John Rawlings? That he killed judges. So you kill him, and you have killed him, and you are covering up, and you have given the national throne over to his killers, and say God is dead and doesn't know a thing. And you have taken over the media and used the TV station, and you have staged what you want to stage to let the people understand that his killers won the elections. God is watching the deeds of men. Democracy crucified. What about the hidden faces that are endorsing the secret killing? Let's go on. They answered and said unto him, if he were not a malefactor. Pilate is being spoken to by the accusers of Jesus. He said, what accusation do you bring against the man? Let's hear their answer to him. You say you are a king, but you have become a puppet. You are being manipulated. You don't know. You have become a lame duck president. You have become a lame duck preacher. You have become... You know why you have become that? Because you endorse the killing of fellow human beings. Just like Duncan Williams, Archbishop, very big preacher. He was on the inauguration platform, inauguration backgrounds of Donald Trump. I was there with him in the USA. He was also at the funeral of Jerry John Rawlings. Yes, I was there with him in January 2021. Very big. Huge. When they talk, they deputize God. So theirs, they are talking is of God. Who are you to say anything? They will blind you, not from God. Lord, let's kill him. One is Owusu Kweku Owusu Eduona Max FM. Come and kill me. They answered and said unto him, if he were not a malefactor, we would not have delivered him up unto thee. Then said Pilate unto them, take ye him and judge him according to your law. Pilate want to kill the man. With Annas, Caiaphas. They are playing the innocent Jew to put the killing on the face of the Jew. That you killed Jesus. Pilate. Let's go on. The Jews therefore said unto him, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death. Not, we don't do that. We don't do that. We have a law. And you preside over the law. So use the law to do what the law requires to be done. And Pilate inverted the law. Judge, you inverted the law. And did what you want to do. Let's go on. What about your hidden face? That the saying of Jesus might be fulfilled, which he spake, signifying what death he should die. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again, and called Jesus, and said unto him, art thou the king of the Jews? Now, what the Jews never want to hear is that Jesus declaring himself the king of the Jews. What Pilate himself never want to hear is that Jesus causing treason of declaring himself the king of the Jews. So the man want to put the killing on the Jews, and the Jews saying that we have a law. We are not killing the man. You are we know you want to kill him, so you let your face be on the killing. And let's go on. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again, and called Jesus, and said unto him, art thou the king of the Jews? You know what that is? It's a plot, a setup, a dart to get Jesus entrapped, to say that I'm the king of the Jews, that they kill. This is why we should kill you. This is why we should kill you. Judge, president, diplomat, religious leaders. Jesus answered him, sayest thou this thing of thyself, or sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did other tell it thee of me? Jesus, King James is what I'm reading. Say, Pilate, in my own words, Pilate, don't be stupid. What you are saying, are you saying it from your own or of your own, or somebody's telling you that? Tell me that I'm the king of the Jews. You are asking me, are you the king of the Jews? I have never said that. Why do you want to put words into my mouth and kill me? Pilate answered, am I a Jew? This is Pilate. Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. If his own nation and the chief priest delivered him unto you to kill him by the law, and by the law he is not to die, why do you kill him? Pilate, why do you kill him? You are a stupid man, Pilate. What hast thou done? I have done what my God brought me to the world to do. That is what Jesus should tell brainless Pilate. Jesus answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servant fight, that I should not be delivered to thee, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not of hence. Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou the king? Art thou a king then? Jesus answered, thou sayest. That is the end of the reading. Pilate wanted to kill Jesus. Caiaphas, Caesar. And they were playing their political, religious, and diplomatic games that they killed a man. These are the faces who colluded with Judas to kill the man. Those faces must be known. Announcement. We know what to do. We should not let the faces go unidentified, go hidden. We must hold them accountable for what humanity and the nations of the world are facing. That is why we begin to sanction the government of Nana Addo Dankwa anyhow we can. Wherever a terrorist government surfaces in any part of the world, we are supposed to bring it down. I'll come back to the program testimony. You all disorder. The hidden faces that are behind the plight of humanity. We should not lose sight of the fact that they are behind our voice, and we should address it from the very root. We declare to them that this undercover agent, they bought her mind to get me killed, have brought this evil to the whole of the human race. I will not get married to her. These are my children. Elizabeth Grace. You shall not get to own her. You shall not get to own her. I demand their whereabouts. My right to raise them as their biological father. That is peace. The government of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo, they have set the stakes with forces in the US. We are taking him back to the US. So their money begin to trickle down. They have covered up their A word, all right. They have had preachers, some preachers in Ghana, who endorse the innocent to be killed and be covered up. Duncan Williams, Osu Bempa, Paul Ambene. We have just started. According to the program testimony, you are decided. By this, they are angered. But they cannot kill the African. Because his life, his times, and his days are in the hands of God. None can pluck me out of his hand. None can pluck you out of the hand of God. Let them do whatever they want to do to you. But you are engraved in the palm of the hand of God. Listen to me, somebody. The government of Nana Addo Akufo, before I left Kumasi 4, Greater Accra region, they want to play hidden faces, took over the mind of my landlord in Dawenya. Tell him to place a call into my phone to lay up an agenda that when I come to Dawenya, they will start cutting the water supply in Dawenya, just like they were using against the people of Kumasi Patasi. And they had to they set up that agenda that the face of the landlord be used, and that is what they have done. In order to play smart, they had to take they have to use the Ghana Water Company when they have set the agenda to punish the people of Dawenya, because the cutting off of the pipe and electricity was one of the strategies they were using against the people of Kumasi Patasi, doing the willful cover-up while the election hearing was going on. You understand? They have to repeat it. So they made the Ghana Water Company come out with an announcement quickly to the Ghanaian people that they knew that I was going to leave for Dawenya. So Greater Accra, you are going to start experiencing water cut. They are very smart, you understand? But they are not smarter than God. They are not smarter than God. Then what they will do again? Take the mind of Isaac Addo, the guy who was used by the government of Nana Addo Akufo, to go in cahoot with the minister, Brong Ahafo regional minister, for Kintampo area, to go make fictitious, fraudulent, false coronary report to cover up the killing of his own father, my father, because I'm going to report the killing to the International Criminal Court. They took the man's own son's mind to aid the regional minister, to aid the government on the behalf of his political party, go make false coronary report to cover up the killing of his father. The moment they got to me, I'm going to leave Kumasi 4. They sent him quickly to the Greater Accra. Come lie wait for me in a particular house where I must go. That I go to meet him. And they use him to further the covering up of the killing of his father agenda at the expense of my life, at the expense of the life of my 2 tortured and abducted children. Ghana and the nations of the Aquabatic program testimony new one. We have just begun. We know the faces behind the voice of the nation Ghana. They are those that we must hold accountable for the evil deeds. We know them. As we go on, we shall know that Muslims of the nations of the world of Ghana, they are all victims. The Jews are victims. Israel is a victim. Ghana is a victim at their hands. And the faces which thought themselves smart, whether they be political, religious, or whatever, or diplomatic, whatever faces, we demand accountability. That is peace. That is justice. That is love. That is truth. That is unity. So, all men are created equal must stand. Freedom and justice must stand, no matter what the judge thinks. Thank you for watching. This is just the beginning. So you know that we are talking about Ghana and not Guyana. We love Ghana with all our heart, our soul, and our spirit. Yet we know that there's a difference between the government of any nation and the state. God bless my homeland, Ghana. It is finished. Occupy it till I come to what I receive of my Lord. And I leave it with you, Europe, Asia, Australia, and all of the nations of the world. We must resist for our liberty. God bless you. Bye.